we come to classification of lipid. Simple lipid, complex lipid. Simple lipid is made up of two things. Those are alcohol and fatty acid. If alcohol and fatty acid, that is simple lipid. If alcohol plus fatty acid plus other group, this is complex lipid. Okay. Other group may be phosphate. If other group is phosphate, that is phospholipid. There are so many questions on the structure of lipid. I am trying to simplify. So if other group is phosphate, that is phospholipid. If other group is carbohydrate, that is glycolipid. Okay. Now we come to simple lipid. Suppose alcohol is glycerol. OH, OH, OH. I told you the structure of glycerol. Glycerol is having 3 OH. Yes, looks like E. Having OH, OH, OH. Alcohol, first alcohol bind to fatty acid. The group name of fatty acid is, I initially told you the group name of fatty acid is acyl. So if one fatty acid, one acyl group bind to glycerol, definitely this is glycerol. Yes, yesterday I told you the structure of glycerol. Okay, with gluconeogenesis. I told you that glycerol is a substrate for gluconeogenesis and having 3 OH group, and we found that glycerol bind with fatty acid and the group name of fatty acid is acyl, and when acid bind with alcohol, yes, acid bind with alcohol, they form ester bond, means fatty acid neutralize this alcohol. Alcohol is polar, acid is polar. When they join, they form non-polar ester bond. And now this is monoacyl glycerol. Definitely this is monoacyl glycerol. Okay. If second fatty acid join to it, two acyl group, now it is called diacyl glycerol. Diacyl glycerol. If third fatty acid joined with it, 3 fatty acid, 3 acyl group, now it is called triacyl glycerol. So you know monoacyl glycerol, diacyl glycerol and triacyl glycerol. Okay. Triacyl glycerol also called triglyceride. Or neutral fat. Yes. This is very, very important. 3 hydroxyl groups are neutralized by 3 fatty acids. I told you that ester bonds are neutral, non-polar, one OH, second, third. All these 3 hydroxyl groups are neutralized by 3 fatty acids. That is why this is called neutral fat. Okay. Now, complex lipid, first phospholipid. This is glycerol. I slightly modify the structure of glycerol to understand the structure of a compound sphingosine. There is a compound sphingosine. To understand the structure of sphingosine, I slightly modify. Yes, you know, this is glycerol. If I put amine group at this point in place of OH and a long carbon chain, this compound is sphingosine. We know the structure of glycerol, and in this glycerol I modified, in place of OH there is amine group and long carbon chain. This compound is sphingosine. Okay. Question: sphingosine is amino alcohol. Yes, definitely it is having amine group. It is having alcohol group. So sphingosine is amino alcohol. Question: is if sphingosine bind with fatty acid, when acid bind with amine, they form which bond? Amide. Okay, now this compound having amide bond is called ceramide. Question is asked: complete hydrolysis or hydrolysis of ceramide will produce sphingosine plus fatty acid. Clear? So hydrolysis of ceramide will produce sphingosine plus fatty acid. Now, you know that hydroxyl group has tendency to attach with phosphate. I initially told you there are so many questions. I told you about at the time of amino acid that amino acid having OH group can be phosphorylated easily. So this OH group has tendency to attach with phosphate. And you also know that phosphate has tendency to make phosphodiester bond. So this will bind to another alcohol, that is choline. Now this compound means sphingosine plus fatty acid plus phosphate plus choline. This compound is called sphingomyelin. Yes, this compound is called sphingomyelin. Frequently asked question: complete hydrolysis of sphingomyelin will produce, yes, one choline, 1 phosphate, 1 fatty acid, and 1 sphingosine. Okay, complete, write it down. This is frequently asked question. Complete hydrolysis of sphingomyelin will produce, yes, 1 choline, 1 phosphate, 1 fatty acid, and 1 sphingosine. Okay, recently asked question. Which of the following is not a product of complete hydrolysis of sphingomyelin? Which of the following is not a product of complete hydrolysis of sphingomyelin? Option A was choline. Option B was phosphate. Option C was palmitic acid. Option D was ceramide. Yes. Again repeat the question. Which of the following is not a product of complete hydrolysis of sphingomyelin? Point it out. Complete hydrolysis. Complete hydrolysis. Answer would be ceramide. Yes, ceramide is a product of partial hydrolysis, not complete. Is a product of partial hydrolysis. Palmitic acid is fatty acid. Definitely is a product of hydrolysis of sphingomyelin. So they confused with palmitic acid. Students about, yes, palmitic ceramide. The point is that ceramide is a product of partial hydrolysis, not complete. Complete hydrolysis means ceramide must be hydrolyzed into fatty acid and sphingosine. Okay. So these are common question on the structure of phospholipid. Now, you must have an idea about other phospholipids. Suppose this is glycerol. Yes. I told you one phospholipid, that was sphingomyelin. Other phospholipids are, this is glycerol having OH, OH, OH. This is glycerol. Bind with fatty acid, monoacyl glycerol. Bind with fatty acid, diacyl glycerol. Okay, so this is diacyl glycerol, no doubt. Hydroxyl group has tendency to attach with phosphate. Phosphate has tendency to make phosphodiester bond. Okay, first of all, diacyl glycerol plus phosphate, this compound is called phosphatidic acid. Phosphatidic acid means diacyl glycerol plus phosphate, phosphatidic acid. Now, this phosphate has tendency to make phosphodiester bond, so it will bind to choline. If phosphatidic acid bind to choline, now it is phosphatidyl choline. Now this compound becomes phosphatidyl choline. phosphatidylcholine. Another name is lecithin. Question. Conventional name is lecithin. Question is asked that complete hydrolysis of lecithin will produce 1 choline, 1 phosphate, 2 fatty acid and 1 glycerol. Clear? Lecithin, phosphatidylcholine is a main constituent of surfactant. Yes, it's a main constituent of surfactant. Question is asked that phospholipids, yes, are part of surfactant. Yes, no doubt. Now, phosphatidic acid may bind to ethanolamine, yes, ol, alcohol. I just told you about choline. Choline is also having alcohol, ol. Yes, usually you will find that in alcohol the name is having ol, ethanolamine, choline. Okay. So suppose second alcohol is ethanolamine. Now the compound will become, yes, phosphatidyl ethanolamine. Or cephalin. Question. Complete hydrolysis of cephalin will produce 1 ethanolamine, 1 phosphate, 2 fatty acid and 1 glycerol. Clear? So this is about phospholipids. Okay. Now, you know this is phosphatidic acid. Phosphatidic acid is having 1 phosphate, 2 fatty acid, 1 glycerol. If two molecules of phosphatidic acid are joined with 1 glycerol, two molecules of phosphatidic acid joined with 1 glycerol, that is cardiolipin. Question. Complete hydrolysis of cardiolipin will produce, yes, 2 phosphatidic acid. Each phosphatidic acid is having 2 fatty acid. So 2 phosphatidic acid will contain 4 fatty acid. So complete hydrolysis of cardiolipin will produce 4 fatty acid. Yes. 2 phosphate, 3 glycerol, 1 glycerol, these are 2 glycerol, third glycerol, 3 glycerol. Question. Clear? Complete hydrolysis of cardiolipin will produce 4 fatty acid, 2 phosphate and 3 glycerol. Question. Cardiolipin is antigenic in nature. Cardiolipin is having antigenic property. So question was asked that phospholipids are having antigenic property or not. Yes, cardiolipin is having antigenic property. So phospholipids may contain antigenic property. Okay, clear? So phospholipid act as surfactant, phospholipid act as antigen. Okay. Now, so these are common question on the structure, basic structure of phospholipid. Now, glycolipid. Yes, I told you sphingosine bind with fatty acid. When sphingosine bind with fatty acid, they form ceramide. Bind with sphingosine bind with fatty acid, they form ceramide. Bind with glucose, glucosyl ceramide. Now this is glucosyl ceramide. Another name is glucocerebroside. Question is asked, complete hydrolysis of glucocerebroside will produce, or cerebroside will produce, sphingosine plus fatty acid plus glucose. If carbohydrate moiety is galactose, then this is galactosyl ceramide. If carbohydrate is galactose, galactosyl ceramide or galactocerebroside. Question, complete hydrolysis of galactocerebroside will produce one galactose, one fatty acid and one sphingosine.